Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I came on here with one purpose and one objective, and that's to ask a question. And I've been watching the news, I've been watching politics, I've been watching the Olympics, I've been watching our schools, I've been watching our families, I've been watching America. And my question is there an attack on American men? Or to be more specific, is there an agenda to minimize the importance of masculine men? To be more specific, is there an agenda to eradicate black men? And the question is our black women leading that charge? Are they just that hungry for power? Because the reason why I ask that question is because of this. An independent woman doesn't take into account the fact that our children need fathers and lessons to be taught by men, masculine men. It seems like a lot of our sisters are big fans of the LGBTQ community, plus. And if you notice, they have a lot of feminine qualities and traits, and they want to dress up. And you have a lot of men wanting to be women today or identify as women today. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a person's preference, but I'm saying they're promoting it, they're rewarding it, and they're locking up, taking away fathers. And this is a direct call to my sisters. Do you really feel you or y'all, ladies, should decide for your children that their fathers are not good for them because you don't agree with what he does or says? So I flip that on its head and ask you. You women are talking about women's rights, reproductive rights, and you guys are not feeling that. But there's a lack of empathy when it comes to a man's rights, especially when it comes to children. Our households, our kids don't get to spend time with their dad. And guess who's mostly responsible for that? I think a lot of women would say, it's men, you don't want to be around it. But let me ask you this. If your job told you to stand on your tippy toes for 8 hours a day to get paid, would you be willing to do that? My point is this, and then I'm going to get back to politics to be specific. Because like I said, the attack is like an agenda. And if you pay attention clearly, I hear it all the time. It's like women feel like they either have to be in the leadership role or on side of a man. Why not behind a man? Why is that frowned upon? When war comes, our men don't want our sisters in the leading role. And I'm pretty sure our sisters don't want to be in the leading role at that point. If somebody breaks into the house, it's up to a man, a masculine man, to go handle that. I don't think any woman would disagree with that. When it comes time to change a tire or fix all these mechanical things, I think women are okay with that. But it has to look like they making decisions. So the feminist movement is not a real equality movement. It's a superiority movement. It's an agenda to literally be run by femininity, and that has a profound negative effect on all our communities, specifically homes. But speaking to Kamala Harris, she's been instrumental in arresting and imprisoning hundreds of thousands of African American men. And she said out of her own mouth, with one swipe of her pen, she was able to cost a whole lot of turmoil, take a whole lot of fathers away from their children, and create a whole bunch of division inside a whole lot of families' lives. But specifically the Democratic Party, if we pay attention, they're funding illegal immigration. They're not funding families. They're funding women movements, not family movements, not even American agendas. They're funding wars, Ukraine and Israel. They're sending all our money overseas. That's why we're $25 trillion in debt, because they're always worried and concerned with things outside of the country. Like I said, Israel, Ukraine. Let's not begin to talk about Africa. And then they're pushing the LGBTQ+++ agenda over there. So it's quite clear that they're pushing an attack on masculinity and an eradication of black masculinity. And to take away black fathers is not right. It's wrong. It's a travesty. So I ask you, ladies, our black sisters, is that what you guys want? You guys want no strong masculine men? Or you want to run men, meaning a man has to do everything you want him to do? And just to give you a last tidbit of information, just like men don't know what it feels like to be women, women don't know what it feels like to be a man and what's needed, what men provide. They are intangibles that you cannot do.